Hey, FB family, how are you out there? It's a storm going on out there, and we're talking about tornado watches, etc. at ATL. So if I get cut off, well, you know why. So I want to preface the conversation by saying that to you first and foremost. But it is 12-ish, almost going on 1-ish. And you know, at this time, we have the Pajama Momma Show, where we have typical moms and dads fire the boss and hire the kids by interviewing mom and dadpreneurs just like you and just like me who are making 5, 4, 5, 6 figures on a monthly basis that allow them to be financially free. Yay! If I'm financially free, then it's definitely for me. And with that in mind, hey, Avians, how are you, sweetie pie? With that in mind, that's the one thing I'm going to talk about. What a joy and privilege right out there. People are out there in snow and hail. Okay, I'm exaggerating. Well, not snow. But they're out there on a tornado. I mean, it's literally a tornado watch. And sad to say, if people don't show up on their jobs, one thing's going to happen. One thing's going to happen. They're not going to get paid for most people. They don't have those cushion jobs where they can call in sick, or they can have what is called a work day where they still get paid. Most of those jobs are kaput, out the door, no way. So a lot of them got to go out there and in inclement weather, literally risk their lives so that they can make money to pay the rent and all the other bills that are out there. So that's the beautiful thing about it. Hey, Diva in the Mickey Jam. You like my Mickey Jams? I feel so phenomenal in Mickey Mouse. And I'm going to tell you why. I got to share the Mickey Mouse story with you. But that's what I really wanted to share with you today, ladies and gentlemen. And that is, these are the little perks and the privileges. My kids are home, safe and sound. I'm worried about them in inclement weather, having to go to school, or anything of that nature. Thank God for all my family and friends in ATL that school is out, spring break is in existence. So I know a lot of other parents don't have to experience that headache. Oh my God. You know, worrying about their kids and their safety too. But so with that in mind, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you some information. But since you mentioned Aviance, the Mickey Jams, I got to share Mickey Mouse's story, because a lot of people don't realize we always see the aftermath of the successes, and we always think, and it's only natural because I think it too, wow, how easy was that to do? And people don't realize that Mickey Mouse, number one, people actually laughed at him, hysterical, when he came to them with the idea of, number one, creating Mickey Mouse and making millions of dollars. He tried, this guy was a serial entrepreneur. He tried everything underneath the sun. Couldn't make it work at all. And he created this mouse out of just, just exasperation. And believe it or not, it became his number one greatest hit. And now I'm in the Pajama Mama and Mickey Mouse PJs for the rest of my life. So, but what was even more fantastic, he told everybody about an amusement park that he was going to create and that everybody all over the world would go to. And at the time, I think it was like $17. Well, back then, that was like what I'm paying literally. For us, we went to, and you got to be a pajama mama. You got to be a rich person to go to Disney World and Disneyland. So we go to Disney World. But let me finish the story about him. So everybody laughed at his idea. He created this park, etc. And now people all over the world go to this park. And it cost us, literally, for all 4 of us to go to this park, $102, almost close to $200. $200. So literally a day at Disney parks. So I'm going to pre-warn you, parents, before you decide to go. And if you want, I think we got the fast pass or whatever, so we didn't have to, we could jump in front of the line. It cost us $200 a piece. That came up to $600 for one phenomenal day in Disney World. And you best believe it. It was worth it, though. I will admit it. Absolutely worth it. And at nighttime, of course, we want to stay till night because I'm going to get my money's worth. But at nighttime, when they say, when you wish upon a star and you saw the fireworks and everything, oh, a dream come true. So I had a chance to feel like a princess for the day. I paid for it. That's for sure, and had a good time. But imagine if he didn't fulfill his dream. Imagine if he would have gave up, if those naysayers, if those killjoys convinced him that it was impossible. You know, ladies and gentlemen, your dream that everybody is laughing about and telling you that it's impossible and can't achieve it, well, look at them and look at where they're at, and that should give you a hint. You continue on living your dreams and trying to achieve massive success and whatever it is that you're doing, because it's the people that are at the top that have the most fun. So let's continue on with the subject. Hey, Randy, how are you? Cuz I miss you. What's up? Philly in the house. Good to see you, baby. I miss you a lot. I got to come back to Philly and visit with you guys. I got to catch up with you guys. You don't know how much I miss you. But with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, the benefits of getting into the private coaching profits business. I highly recommend. A lot of you are expertise in a particular arena and area. And believe it or not, a lot of people will pay you for your expertise as far as what you do. So you got to figure it out. And more importantly, don't take it for granted. I was talking to a diva the other day on this particular, Pajama Momma Show. And so she was saying to me that she created and she built a beauty academy, a storefront beauty academy, and she decided to retire. And I'm like, oh my God, you're sitting on a gold mine. Because number one, beauty, that's a billion, if not $trillion industry. We women are going to make sure that we are grown and sexy and that we are having the times of our lives, okay? So we will invest in beauty. Need I say any more, particularly about African-American women, okay? We'll pay for our hair did before we pay our bills. Sad to say, it is true. That's another conversation. But we'll talk about that at another time. But my point is, major industry. I said, listen, why don't you do this? Number one, you could create a whole entire, literally online, accredited beauty academy, cosmetology school. Boom, bam, booyah, right there. Showing videos step by step on how to do basic things, shampooing. I'm an ex-cosmetologist, so I know the whole route and routine as far as, what entails as far as the beauty academy is concerned. Matter of fact, my mother had a beauty salon, plus in addition to that, she had a teacher's license to teach in beauty school, and she contemplated opening a beauty academy, but we became holistic and realized all the chemicals didn't mix with our philosophy. So we chilled that out. But for those of you who are there and in it to win it, that is one of the great crafts. And the beautiful thing about it is, what can she do? Create a private consultation to coach people who want to open up their own beauty academy. Boom. That's right there. No, a $10,000 to $20,000 option. And people will pay that in a minute because you're going to help them cut to the chase. You're going to help them direct them and basically guide them step by step through the process of owning a beauty salon and save them a lot of time, money, energy, and stress from making the mistakes that most people make in that particular genre, okay? So, for example, I have a coaching program, one as far as health. I have a coaching program as far as wealth. I have a coaching program as far as my expertise, as far as FBA is concerned. I can have tons of programs based upon my expertise in various areas that I've got it going on. As far as vegan fitness, private coaching, I could do it in a lot of areas. But right now, I have it for, wealth and abundance, and I also have it for my FDA coaching. But I say that to say to you, which was so phenomenal, is that when you are aligning yourself with these people that already are successful, and even I'm in a private one-on-one coaching program. Hey, listen, I practice what I preach, ladies and gentlemen. When I want to get to the top at a particular another level, I find people are better than me and that are already there in that particular arena. And I suggest you either join a coaching program, definitely, to help increase your profits, or more importantly, if you have a skill, hone on into that and create a coaching program surrounding that where people are willing to pay $5, $10, $15, $20, $30,000 a pop, $50,000 a pop, $100,000 a pop to participate in. I know people like just recently, my coach basically charges $30,000 in order to participate. But think about it. If that $30,000 is going to generate for me $1 million in a particular arena that I'm going to, heck yeah, I have no problem with it. Look at that rate of return on investment. You take $30,000 and you divide it into that. That's 3 to 4 times what I invested, and I got my money back with that type of investment. So it is well worth it. But a lot of us poor conscious folks out there, because if everybody's right now saying, oh, tripping, wow, $30,000, that's crazy, or $50,000, that's crazy, or whatever the case may be, you're not ready. And more importantly, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, $1 million is not a lot of money. Don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. Please understand that. And if you think you are, oh, my heart goes out to you. And I want everybody to have a great retirement plan in place. So you better prep for it now, because retirement's coming. We already know it's coming. But wouldn't we like to enjoy our retirement years instead of, living our golden years? Instead, a lot of us are going to be working at the golden arches. Okay. So with that in mind, I want you to really think about, honing into what is it that you can do. Find out what you love to do. Figure out how you can get paid to do it. And I promise you, you will never work a day in your life. And what's so beautiful about it is, let me share with you just an experience of some of my students in my coaching program. One of my students in particular was really ironic, was that, and I can't stress to you. People think that it's, like I said, an easy road. I share with you something about Mickey Mouse and what he experienced trying to get to his road to become, not Mickey Mouse. What is the guy that created Mickey Mouse? I forgot. What is his name? Walt Disney. Thank you. My son had to tell me. Of course, the kids know better than adults. Walt Disney, the gentleman that created Mickey Mouse. So he went through hell, ladies and gentlemen, for him to get to the next level. And so even with myself, getting to the next level, not to have a homeless stint, going through a divorce, just a lot of major challenges, starting out with $36 in my checking account, and then even a business partner trying to walk away with $2.5 million after she married a man from the internet. Just drama after drama after drama. And I promise you, on your road there is going to be drama. So one of my students was experiencing one of those dramas. And I was telling her, get excited, because it's never going to, wealth, creation or building is never convenient. You're never going to find the right time and the right day and the right situation in order to build that wealth. And if you think about it, if you really look at all the stories of how all the wealthy people became wealthy, they went through hell and back in order to get there. A lot of people, a lot of your generation on here, but I know, Randy, I know you know this. Remember Wilma Rudolph, the famous runner who ran during the 60s? She had polio. She couldn't walk for years. Look up, all of us know Maya Angelou, the famous poet with the illustrious voice, didn't even start speaking until she was 6 or 7 years old because of a tragic experience that she experienced when she was young. Unfortunately, I think she was raped by a relative during her youth, so she clammed up and she wouldn't speak. But imagine the art and the creativity we would have missed out on if she didn't jump over those obstacles and horrific conditions that were in their lives to get to the next level in order to win. So anyway, that's the beautiful thing of where mentors come in at. That's where we're able to really remind you about the necessary process, about what you're going to go through, and also about how to hurdle that. So I immediately, when she contacted me, I immediately told her, okay, get excited. This is why you're going through what you're going through. So then she kind of cheered up, because she's thinking it's getting worse, because even when people used to see me in my private practice when I owned my beauty salon, the key thing that I used to share with them, that it's going to get worse before it gets better, because we're trying to heal your disease. So we're going to get the root cause of the problem. So all the stuff is going to come up that we don't like the cold and the flus and the headaches and the like that, that's been laying dormant all these years. So anyway, so I told her exactly what to do to circumvent it. And the main thing I told her to do is to understand this is a necessary means to a better end, and that to work your way through it. So one of my students who, what I'm really proud of her about, she's in a program. Guess what? Her mom had to have hip surgery. She's got to take off from work. She's got to be with her mom. But guess what? Every lesson and everything I told her to do to get ready on her road to success, she still was doing it. She was on course. She wasn't letting that get in the way. That's why I know, boom, she's ready. She's going to make it. Because like I said, it's not like the stuff is not going to hit the fan. It's not like it's not going to get bad for you. I promise you it will. But like anything in life, you're going to have to just work through it. Yep, push through all those obstacles, put through all those hurdles to make it happen, make it work. Because if it was easy, ladies and gentlemen, everybody would be doing it. And it would be no. So let's not get, and we know, particularly a lot of you on here are African American. So we know the hurdle of being black in America. We know the hurdle of being a black woman in America. We know the hurdle of being a black man in America. We know the hurdle of being a white woman in America. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. And they say you got to have an education. You got to have a college degree. Tell that to Steve Jobs. Tell that to, no, Steve I think has his. It was, what was Dell Computers guy. He doesn't have a college degree. He dropped out. Look at the guy that owns, hey, we're on it right now, Facebook. He's a college dropout, ladies and gentlemen. You know, look at that stereotype. Look how valuable that is worth, is weight in gold. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the things that I want you to consider doing. Number one, getting a private coach to help increase your profits. Number one. Number two, being a private coach to help increase your profits too, because now you're able to offer a little bit more, a whole lot extra, to giving time and energy to help people succeed. And let me be very clear, ladies and gentlemen, back to those of you who may be questioning private coaching and should you get it. I promise you from personal experience, as well as seeing it with, having been in a private coaching, as well as seeing students in private coaching, I can promise you that it has an exponential results as far as experiences is, because you learn from their successes as well as their failures. It will save you time, money, energy, and stress along the way. And more importantly, it'll get you there faster so you can reap the benefits of the profits that are available to you. So think about that. If you want to do private coaching, definitely consider it. Make that type of investment, and it'll be worth it. And you probably say, so what, Elon, right now I don't have the finances to be able to do that. Well, and this is what I did along the way. Remember I told you I started out with $36 in my checking account? Well, along the way, as I started producing the money and getting higher and higher up into the income bracket level, well, when I wanted to get to once I got to the million, well, yeah, I went and invested in the private coaching so that I could get to 2 million, to 10 million, to get to multi-millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, and then eventually billions. I'm working on the finances to sit down. Can you imagine having lunch with Oprah Winfrey? Can you imagine being a part of a private mastermind with her? Just being around the energy alone, is worth its weight in gold. It's that with people, they go on her show and then their business becomes $1 million business. I mean, it's just worth its weight in gold. I almost got there. I got a phone call to be on the Oprah Winfrey Show. I'm not giving up. No does not be denied. She has her own network. So the door is still open, and I'm still striving to achieve one of my goals. And I suggest you do that. Keep that in mind. Just because, for at first the time you don't succeed, as they always say, try again until you do. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that piece of information. Any questions in regards to private one-on-one coaching or developing your private one-on-one coaching program, let me know about that right now. Speak now or forever hold your peace, particularly while it is free. A closed mouth does not get fed, ladies and gentlemen. And hey, Daryl, how are you, buddy? And I always say, no question's a dumb question. You can't ask too many questions. And the people that ask the most questions, ching, ching, make the most money. So any questions in regards to joining a private one-on-one coaching with a particular industry, etc., or in addition to that, developing your own private coaching program. Okay, how to go about doing that. And I don't see any questions coming in regards to that. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, put that a part of your repertoire as far as, building wealth for yourself. And more importantly, consider doing that type of initiative when you reach to the next level. You get to $10,000 a month, boom, hire a coach. When that coach gets you to $100,000 a month, boom, hire a coach. When that coach gets you to $1 million a month, boom, hire a coach. Why not? There's plenty of room at the top, and I want you to get your piece of the American apple pie. So with that right now, it's Ilan Bomani, the Pajama Mama. I will see the top over the top, more importantly, in my PJs. Cha-ching, ching. And while I'm sleeping, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you at the bank. Bye-bye for now. Hey, Lee.